Camera rolling action.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of the Oddcast, a collection of carefully curated conversations. Today, I have with me one of my closest friends, Mr. Shivam Seth, the consulting director of MarkSoc SRCC, the Marketing Society. Hi, Shivam. It's a pleasure to have you on the podcast.
It's great to be here. I mean, after the success of the first episode, really happy to be a part of this podcast.
I'm very happy to have you here too.
The Oddcast.
The Oddcast, yeah. So, Shivam, can you introduce yourself to the people?
So, hi guys, I'm Shivam Seth, and as my dear friend Shon mentioned, I am the, what did you call me?
The marketing.
You call me, yeah, it's fine. I'm actually the director of consulting of the Marketing Society of SRCC.
Yeah.
And apart from that, a little less known fact about me is that I swallowed a car when I was a child. This is actually true. Like, it was one of my, I wouldn't say my favorite, but it was a Hot Wheels car that was very dear to
Hot
me.
Wheels, yeah, definitely.
And I just swallowed it as it was nothing.
What happened to the car afterwards?
I mean,
Stay tuned to find out more.
I wonder
Yeah.
how it came out anyways.
So Shivam is from Modern School Barakamma.
I'm from Modern School Barakamma Road. In fact, from nursery to class 12th, I've been a part of the Modern School fraternity. I joined mid-nursery actually on my birthday. I joined the school on my birthday and I was crying. I was bawling my eyes out, I remember. It was a bad day, but it was my birthday, so it was a bad day anyways.
Didn't they, like our culture in school was that if it's your birthday, you had to get cake. So, didn't you get cake?
Cake, but see, in our school, instead of cake, we actually used to distribute chocolates.
Oh, yeah, fair.
So the thing was that you take 2 of your 3 friends, and that again was very, very dangerous because you could never leave out most of your friends.
Definitely.
But again, you could only pick 2 or 3.
Okay.
So invariably, it always used to end up in fights. How did you pick me and how did you not pick me to come with you and distribute it? And apart from that, I think an okayish, I would say advantage of that day was that you could wear anything instead of the school.
On your birthday?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so cool.
Like, if it's your birthday, you do not need to wear the school uniform. You can wear anything you want to. And then
You showed up in a Superman cape and suit.
I wish, man.
Yeah.
I just dressed up like an ambulance. No.
Like the Hot Wheels car you swallowed.
Yeah. No, when I was in nursery, I had this ambulance T-shirt that I loved dearly. So I wore it.
Yeah. What would you say is your craziest school experience, since we're on the topic?
My craziest school experience, like, does it have to be inside school or as a part of the...
just like during school.
So, during school, especially during our junior school, there was a cabin at the end of the field.
Yeah.
Like, there was a huge sports field.
I've been to your school a lot of
The
times.
junior school.
No.
No, I'm talking about the junior
okay.
school. So there was a cabin at the end of the sports field.
Cabin at the end of cabin in the woods.
Cabin in the woods, yeah.
Okay.
It was kind of like that
Okay.
only. It was surrounded by trees. Like, there was just buildings, a field, and then there's just a cabin with trees all around it. And there was a rumor for quite a long time, at least till we were in second. From nursery to second, we believed that that cabin was haunted. So it was like when we used to play when we were young. It was terrifying when we used to go there. I mean, naturally, you believe in something that is haunted. So actually, in school, you weren't allowed to bring Costco or Wilson balls.
Oh, like footballs.
No, to play cricket.
Okay.
Like, we weren't allowed to bring any equipment like badminton rackets or tennis rackets or anything. Like, we couldn't bring them to play. So the thing is, naturally, we need to find something ingenious. So we used to make our tiffins the bats and the foils the balls, and then we used to play cricket like that. It was loads of fun. A part of me misses school, but I'm here now, so
what is similar to your school? In my school, they used to confiscate any balls or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, that was so
I
unnecessary.
know. I got so many balls confiscated, and one time, our uh, our football coach at the time, he was like, "Man, just stop, just stop."
because it doesn't, like, why would you want to
I
confiscate
know.
sports equipment?
Just kids like trying to play and have
Exactly.
fun.
Like, it's understandable at that age if you want to confiscate like a phone or a laptop, but that doesn't make sense confiscating someone's ball.
Yeah.
And they should just add it to their collection and use it. for
No,
their own
he,
sport.
he used to. Our coach used to keep the balls, and we never see that like it ever again.
I love how you guys are so mature about this conversation
Yeah.
of collection of balls being confiscated.
We love balls, but
We love balls.
yeah, generally
Balls, man.
balls. So Shivam, you mentioned that you were in your swimming team.
I was actually the captain of my swimming team when I was in 12th grade,
Wow.
and
Damn.
it was indeed an honor. Like,
Mr. Michael Phelps.
like, see, it might be sounding off the top that I'm saying it's an honor, but it was something that I value very highly. Out of everything that I've done up till my life, that would be one of the things I would place at the top. Like, being chosen to be the captain of my school team, it was nothing short of a privilege, because it was a journey of 6-7 years,
Wow.
from
Yeah,
6 to 12.
definitely.
I mean, I didn't start in 6th actually. I started swimming in 7th. But 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. It was a journey I feel no other stage or no matter wherever I go in life or whatever about, even if I become the richest person in the world,
Yeah.
I'll never be able to replicate
The feeling.
what I did
Oh,
with my team
yeah.
in those 5 years, because I believe that in your junior career till high school till college, one should always, not always, but try your best to be a part of any sports team, because the bonding that happens there, like, it's unparalleled.
Okay.
Can I have an apple, man?
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah,
about
similar
it.
to what Shivam was saying, like after a certain point in like school teams, the bond you develop on the bus journey back, like from school, it's crazy. Like you actually want to kiss your homies goodnight. after
We did that.
Yeah, exactly.
anyway.
What?
Ah, never thought.
Okay.
But yeah, so like I was saying, but it's not possible that you become so close and you don't have fights. It was completely natural to have fights, like we used to beat each other up.
WWE in junior school was so fun.
We slapped each other in the middle of a stadium, in the middle of a match. I slapped my captain by mistake. I mean, not by mistake. Not by mistake. He was shouting at me. I was mad at him. I slapped him. He slapped me. And, and we were losing 2-0. Yeah, we were playing water polo. We were trailing 2-0 at halftime. So the tempers were naturally high.
I can imagine.
But I think we lost the match. We probably lost 3-2 or something. But at the end of the day, we all came back. We hugged each other. We were like, this is who we are. Like, this is us. This is not our identity, but this is what forms a large part of our identity. And like, it was fun. I remember I was in. Yeah, this is something personal to me. I've never told this to anyone ever before, except my teammates. They knew about this. So when I was in 7th grade, I was selected to be a part of the IPSC, like to go to Assam to represent the school.
Wow.
So I went there. That was actually my second or third ever trip from school, starting from nursery up till 7th.
Yeah.
Like, if you include school trips, this was not a school trip, this was
Okay.
like a sports trip,
Yeah.
because you represent school, but this was my third school trip. So when we had to go there for a week, I went there, and after the second day, I started crying.
Why?
I was so homesick. I was missing my parents. I was not like I've never told this to anyone, but it was something. I mean, might not seem big right now, but I started crying so badly. I could not control myself. I just locked myself up in the room for 2-3 hours, and then I was in 7th. Like, the thing is, when you're in 7th, the captains and the coach, they don't expect you to put in world record performances, right? They're like, you're here for the exposure.
Yeah.
But then my seniors from 11th and 12th, they had their own competitions. They had their own, national preparation and whatnot going on. But they came and sat next to me for 2-3 hours. And then they took the pain to make me understand. I was in seventh, I was in sixth, seventh. They could have just said anything, he's just a small child, it's fine, they cry. But but they made me feel comfortable. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they took the pain to ensure that I wasn't feeling not at home anymore.
Wow.
And that for the rest of the 5-6 days, I could actually enjoy with my team.
Yeah.
And that stuck with me. Like it really touched a chord in me, and I was like, they're the national level, the fucking national medal swimmers. Will that be bleeped out?
No, maybe. Let's see about that.
So, I mean, they have the world to care for them, right?
Okay.
They need to perform. The people are watching them, and here they are, ensuring that a seventh grader who's crying just feels at home with us. And that's what I did, right? Like from next year onwards, when I became senior, I did that because I knew that for them they're just like a seventh grader, but for them how much it means if you actually support them, because they're the ones who in the future will be leading the team.
Yeah.
So if they have a strong foundation, if they start off strong, then there's nothing you can stop. And that is why support. One, in our country, there's no support for sports.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Continue. I like where this is going.
I mean, genuinely, like even starting from parents, there are hardly any parents. I mean, look at you. You've done so well in golf.
No. I wouldn't say done well, but
You've done
yes,
pretty well in golf.
I've done all right.
You've done very well in golf. You have your own bag on your name, man.
My name on my own bag.
Yeah, you've got your name on your
Okay.
own bag. But most of the parents, they don't support the kids' sports, outings. They're like, this is not it.
Maybe. But so speaking of sports, I was a national level golfer. So when you go by golf, you generally have to play tournaments and travel around the whole country. So during that time, my parents would always accompany me, take me along, and that support was always wonderful because golf, it's a sport you play as a singular person. You don't have a team. So the support system of your parents just being there, even if we fail, if it's fine.
It's okay, guys. Wait.
This is the-
Pause.
Pause.
There's some ComSoc stuff happening. These are your people, Sean.
You guys, you can do this later,
Guys, do you really want to get thrown out by the fucking GenSec? Get the fuck out, lock the door, and go.
That's fine. I need to note down their names.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
This
This
is
is-
And
the
like,
Commerce
I didn't know who they wrote.
That's the first.
The Commerce Society.
Did you know they were kids when they entered?
Yeah, I know my people.
Okay, let's take it from where we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, your parents supported you a lot, and that is honestly so great to see, man.
Definitely.
Like, I met them, and they genuinely such cool people, man.
Oh,
Like your
thanks, man.
parents are one of the coolest. I would say the coolest
Wow.
parents
Oh,
I've met.
shout out mom and dad, mama and
Shout
papa,
out to Sean's moms.
and
And
dad.
dad.
Okay.
I didn't have an apple, man.
Now, like switching the topic slightly, so Shivam, both of us, we both sort of drive to college. So we've both had some strange experiences along the same. So you got any interesting driving stories that you'd like to share? But to be honest, driving in North Delhi is a nightmare. Like I was driving through, what's that place, Kamla Nagar, and I literally, I stopped because there was some person walking, then this guy in a scooter came, then there's an old lady sitting on it, she's like, "Eh," and then I could I could sense the word she was saying.
Yeah. But it's probably not family appropriate.
Yeah,
so.
family. We gotta keep it on the low.
Yeah. See, that's the thing about driving in North Delhi, especially the university campus area.
Mhm.
It is pretty, dangerous as a word for driving.
Mhm.
It's not dangerous, but you have to be cautious 24/7. Like you cannot just drive for the
Yeah.
sake of it.
So I learned driving by going from South Delhi where I live to North Delhi, and in North Delhi, so it was raining one day. I was parked. My driver was accompanying me. So it was like really dark. I couldn't see. So I drove, and then I kind of knocked someone down
My God.
in the rain, and he had like a lot of books and stuff, and he was like, "Ah." And then I had to go out and talk to him, and then apologize in the rain, and then I got wet. But thankfully,
You
no.
got wet.
Yeah, no charges were pressed.
But were you alone?
No,
Or
I
were
was with
parents
I was with my driver, so
Oh.
it was nice. Yeah.
See the thing, like I have a car, like our family owns a car which is like 12, 13 years old.
Okay.
So
Wait, doesn't it like get expired after 10?
that's for diesel. Petrol
Oh.
is still 15.
Okay.
So the thing is, my dad told me that now you're 18, now it's time for you to start driving. So he took that car, and I sat next to him on the passenger seat. And for the first 3-4 days, I was just shifting gears while he was driving. So I was trying to understand, at which rev to change which gear. Like contrary to what people think, it's the speed. It's not the speed.
It's the clutch shift.
It's you need to see the revs before changing the gear. So I was doing it for 3-4 days, and then the 5th day, I was again got up early in the morning with my dad, thinking I'll do the same thing. So we were driving for 15 minutes. I was shifting gears, and suddenly he stopped on the side of the road, and he's like, "I will switch, bitch."
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
what?
What?
Like, I'm a switch bitch.
No, don't you remember when you were small and your
Someone
parents,
smashed.
your parents were driving, but then they'd make you sit on it and then turn
Yeah,
the seat.
yeah.
It used to be so cool
I
thinking
swear, that
driving
is
with
all that
yeah.
you have to do. But
And
that
then-
is unfortunately not
Yeah.
all what you have to do.
So I, sorry.
It's good, man. Have some water.
Okay, I'm good. All right. Sorry. Yeah, so my parents had this dream that me and my sister, we both in Delhi University, we'd both go together from home and drive to college, come back, and then
They're living the dream, aren't they?
yeah, they're living the dream. But they were like, we don't want to teach you driving at all. So whenever my mom drives, like sits in the car with me, you know how it can go.
I know exactly how it can go.
You
Man,
drive
Sean,
it-
I think you should have some water because your eyes are watering a lot.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Are you sure?
I'll keep crying during the vlog.
Man,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
love you, Sean.
I love you too, Shivam. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is a interesting segment that we
Yeah, Sean is
entered into.
getting teary-eyed.
I'm crying. Second episode and I'm crying already.
It's
Yeah.
been a long journey.
Yeah. So, speaking of car accidents, Shivam, you got any that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah. I have got. So the thing is, like our family bought a car November 2021. First week. November 3rd week, I crashed it. I actually managed to somehow crash it on the Delhi Manesar highway.
Oh.
Like I didn't even manage to do it near home. I crashed it on the highway,
Yeah.
and it was a pretty interesting story. So the thing is, I was driving with my grandfather.
You
and-
crashed with your grandfather.
and my parents. Yeah, I was carrying the past, present, and the future with me in the car. and I managed to send it.
What was the reaction?
Actually, correction, a wagoner sent it into me from the back,
Oh,
if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So the wagoner, from where the wagoner went in me, it was destroyed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the engine
Mm-hmm.
just went, the bonnet was gone, the bumper was destroyed, the headlights were gone.
Yeah.
And since that was just the second week, in my car. I was terrified to see.
drive again.
No, I was terrified to stop and look behind and see what had happened to the car. Because
But didn't they crash into you?
they crashed into me, right? So in the rear view mirror, I
Yeah.
could see what had happened to their car. But
Oh.
I couldn't see what had happened to
You
mine.
didn't get off and be like, hey, bhai sahab.
No, it was too bad for him. I already felt too bad for him that he destroyed half his car. so, so the thing I was genuinely like, and the thing is that I was kind of heartbroken also. I was like, it's just been 2 weeks, man,
And your parents are sitting with you.
and I already managed to, I don't know, and wreck it. Like, how often does that happen? So like the rest of the journey, we went in silence until we reached it. It was a housewarming or something, yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
and we reached the destination, and then my mom and dad told me to stay in the car.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
look back. Like what they do now, that don't look there.
Yeah.
So I didn't, they went. And then after seeing it, they called me. They're like, come here, look what happened. And then just the left reflector is broken.
Oh,
and there's
really?
a small scratch on the
Oh,
bumper.
lucky.
That's it. I was laughing. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Half an hour later, heartbroken to laughing. But then I was genuinely impressed by
The strength and your
the
ability.
strength, yeah. It was like a car at 60, 70, just coming into you, getting destroyed itself, and then leaving just a scratch. And I don't know, maybe just to leave a taste. Like,
A
just
taste?
to, no.
Nice choice
What I
of
mean
words.
is, yeah, thanks, man. Lost in my thoughts.
Mhm.
So the thing is just to, always have a recollection of what happened or what could have happened. I asked my dad and my chacho in order to just let that broken reflector be.
As a battle scar.
Yeah, like don't replace that. And it's not been replaced since.
Nice.
Like the scars and all have been fixed.
Okay.
The scratches and all have been fixed to a great extent.
Mhm.
But the reflector is still there.
Yeah.
The one that's been through that battle.
I remember the first time I sort of semi-crashed my car. After like driving the next few moments, it's like you're too scared to drive because
Exactly.
you've already done this.
Mm.
You see every possibility that
Yeah.
can possibly go
Your
wrong.
life flashes
Yeah.
before your eyes.
You're like, wait, is a kid gonna come? Is a
Exactly.
dog gonna walk on the road? Am I gonna run them over? So yeah. So driving, it's kind of fun. It's definitely fun.
It's definitely fun.
But when you're alone and you're doing it, it's kind of tiring. So Shivam, anything else you'd like to share with us?
Yeah.
Oh, this was quite an interesting podcast. Like, from the juniors entering, from my sort of semi-choking to
Tearing up.
tearing up already.
Oh yeah, I actually had another crash. This one was last week. A biker sent it into me this time. And somehow we all
Survived.
survived. We all left unscathed.
Yeah.
Luckily, nothing happened to any of us.
That's why in Delhi you need to drive with constant vigilance and
Satak rahe. Surakshit.
well, I think we should wrap up this episode. Thank you so much,
It's
Shivam.
been an honor.
It was
It's been
lovely
it
talking
was
to you.
lovely
Yeah,
talking to
it was
you,
lovely,
sharing my
yeah.
experiences. I mean,
I really love the stories you
this
have.
felt like a good space,
Yeah,
to
it's like a therapy session, you know.
to
You just-
release some of the information that I've kept close to me for so long.
Mhm.
It feels good. So I thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you for coming.
Man, I just want to get some tea after this. Can you guys like wrap it up quick?
Okay.
And I also want to thank Harish and Imran.
Yeah, Harish and Imna and Mario Mussolini.
Can I feature myself?
Why not?
Harish has been through it.
Yeah. Who's listened to the entire thing?
I had to fucking listen to this shit live.
Before you guys did.
So thanks for coming on. Thanks for
Thank you
listening.
guys. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you. And
See you.
see you. Bye.